It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, August 19th, 2020. It is 7 a.m.
It's a nice, clear morning.
And
It's a nice, clear morning. It's nice
our
out.
guest today.
It is nice
I can't
out.
wait to get down
It
to
is
7:15.
Nice out.
How you doing?
Good.
You feeling boxed in lately?
No.
No.
I feel good. I feel good. It's just
They
you.
put air holes in this box so we can breathe.
It's just you.
Scooter takes good care of me.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So did I. Look at that cinnamon roll sitting
He's
there.
he's got plenty of distance.
Hold
Stretch
that
his
up.
arms.
Hold that up when we get down to Brood Awakening. Look at that roll.
It's as big as a baby's head.
Yeah. I call them DeSoto hubcaps.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Welcome down on the corner program. We're brought to you by your local hometown Sears store, locally owned and operated right here at 1029 Highway 62 East up on the hill behind Wendy's. Same parking lot as Orscheln's out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. JR and the staff do a great job. And Bob, when he's doing This Week in Real Estate on Mondays, we talk about local banks. Well, we talk a lot about local merchants too, and the importance it is not only to your industry and real estate, but as well as like when Scooter was in the restaurant business.
Well, everything we do. I mean, it's all we're all in this together.
Yeah.
We're Mountain Home. Everybody within the sound of our voice is all in the same community.
Yes.
I mean, we are the Ozarks. It's a totally different environment here than it is downstate. It's different. So to have the local feel for things and to be able to support local guys and the people that are going to support the baseball teams, the football teams, the different charities that go on, and there's a ton of charities. So you don't realize all of the stuff that goes on. I mean, you get the few community calendars, and then you find out about this happened and that happened, and
everybody
all the things that
chips
goes
in,
on, and that's where it comes from. It comes from the local businesses that, through our support, are able to give that back. The realtors do the same.
Reinvest in your own community.
Exactly.
And that's why we promote hometown, especially your hometown Sears store. Mike Sisk was here yesterday talking about some gun safety.
Yep.
And talked about the color TVs. They went to see Game 7 of the ball game. They went to Sears and bought a new TV.
There you go. There you go. That's what you do.
They're the very best in home entertainment, home appliances, lawn care equipment, tools. What am I missing?
Basically anything for inside or outside the home, and they will repair anything.
Yep.
From appliances to lawnmowers to weed eaters, they repair it in-house. They do not ship them out, so they take care of you right here in the store.
Home warranties.
You bet.
Yep. Your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East. You can call them at 870-425-3191. JR and the staff will bend over backwards to serve you. We invite folks from other counties to come in. If you're up in Missouri, you're welcome here. Come on down and visit your hometown Sears store. Marion County, Fulton County, come on over. Love to have you. Your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East. Everybody here is enjoying Brood Awakening coffee. Hope you're doing the same thing. We got some cinnamon rolls, as Bob demonstrated here in just a minute ago, I should say. The very best coffee in town. Like Mike says, we are real coffee.
Yes, indeed.
You betcha. Real coffee.
They are real cinnamon rolls, too.
They are indeed.
And so, check them out. 3 locations to serve you. You got Baxter Regional's lobby. You got 62 East Plaza out in front of Anytime Fitness. And you've also got Bomber Boulevard tour drive-through. So stop by today, any of the 2 drive-throughs. It's really quick, in and out, and get what you want. They have the mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, pumpkin spice in August, for those that want pumpkin spice.
Pumpkins will be back in another pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's going to be quicker than you think. These days are getting shorter, pal.
They are.
Yeah.
These days are getting shorter.
Yes, they
The
are.
sun hit me in the eyes coming in. I was like, oh, man, I forgot.
You're already seeing Halloween stuff being set out now.
Oh,
They're not.
goodness,
I was
yeah.
at Big Lots and they had Halloween stuff, and I think they were putting Christmas ornaments on it.
Yeah, Christmas ornaments on the skeleton, yeah. I've actually seen that. I saw the Christmas ornaments for earrings on a skeleton. Brood Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town because they are real coffee. In fact, I was talking to Mike the other day, and he says he can place an order, and they will roast the beans and send them to him. They're that fresh.
Yeah.
So if he orders on a Monday, by Wednesday or Thursday, he's got fresh roasted coffee beans ready to go. Very fresh, very great coffee.
And you can tell.
Brood Awakening coffee. You bet. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a good job at all 3 locations. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. And when we say with all our respect, this is how they do business on a daily basis. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Amazing people, doing a very tough job, but they do it very, very well. I couldn't do it.
No.
I couldn't do it.
There's people that are made for that, and they've all come together and decided they were all going to work together at Roller because they're all of the like mind, and thank God for it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, tell you what, Roller Funeral Home, very special people, 29 in the state to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee, and of course right here in Mountain Home. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, our Constitution gives each citizen the right to do various things. For instance, freedom of speech. We can say what we want, but it's funny how pornography falls under that category, just like the same thing as burning our flag. Then you have the right to own a gun, for hunting and protection, of course, but it's not for murder. Freedom to worship any way we choose doesn't mean to slam airplanes into our buildings or demand we stop eating bacon. Lord, our laws are plain and simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see how some want to remove these rights. Lord, I pray you help us as citizens to vote to protect our nation and our Constitution. Thank you for our nation, and please continue to bless the USA. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, the weather.
He's been practicing.
He warms up a little bit during the week.
Yeah, I have been, yeah.
That's part of it.
You know, doing my morning vocal stretches.
There you go.
There you go. Made a world of difference.
It does. Between Monday and Wednesday, it's,
Either that or tight shoes. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. Let's take a peek at the White River.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, days are getting longer.
You know what you need?
It's a little darker now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We need to be playing looking out my back door right there.
But you got at least the fog. There's no fog. It's kind of
No
dry
fog.
out there, so that's a good.
Jonelle, that's his back window. That's Bob's back door.
Our porch.
That's his kitchen window.
It's tough. He gets up in the morning, grabs a cup of coffee, and he's got to sit out there and look at that.
Looking at the White River separating Marion County from Baxter County into the city of Cotter, Arkansas. The 62-412 bridge to the left side. You see Contractors Trust area, a little bit of a clearing there on the right-hand side of the screen. Beautiful shot. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net. What?
So we need to lighten that one up a little bit. It's too dark.
Lighten.
Usually it's not that dark.
No, but this one's, looking at this one's better.
There you go. I'll do some playing with the TV.
There you go, because you got nothing else to do, Scoot. I understand that. I do. It's just
My TV monitor he's looking at is a little darker.
it may be the angle. It may be the angle too.
It
From up
may
there.
Here you go, there. Check out the White River at retiretoarkansas.net. While you're there, check out all the listings, not only by the Z-Team, but by Century 21 Lemac Real Estate. The team is ready, assembled to help you today. Arkansas and Missouri, from Mountain View, Arkansas to Mountain View, Missouri, back to Gainesville, Marshall, and everywhere in between.
Yep.
Reese is ready to go down in Calico and Mountain View.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean,
You got folks in Marion County, you got folks in Missouri. You cover some territory.
Cover it all, and with the years of experience, and that's the big thing. We have an experience of being able to help people make tough decisions at tough times and make good informed decisions so that they're going forward and they got their head right as far as what it is they're going to do to make sure that they want to do it.
Yeah.
We've talked people out of moving as well, because
yeah.
in talking to them, you realize that they just weren't sure enough that was what they wanted to do, that they
were just kind of sticking their toe in the water.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather find out out at the table than find out a month from now when we're trying to present an offer and have them go, no, we can't do that. So
there you go. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Temperature-wise, 62 in Mountain Home and Harrison, 64 already at Batesville, 62 in Salem and Calico Rock, 63 at Flippin and Marshall. Wow. 62 in West Plains. Around the region, St. Louis is at 61, Poplar Bluff 66, Springfield at 57, and Watford City, North Dakota, in contrast, north to south, 1 degree difference between here and there, 61. Not bad.
Cool morning.
Yep.
Checking the radar. Have to refresh this thing every 30 seconds. 47 years ago. Anyway, there's not much going on in the United States right now. A little bit in Kansas, a little bit on the East Coast and around Florida, but Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, basically dry right now. Take a quick shot of these highways. 62 412 east and west, Highway 65 to Branson, 67 167 Little Rock, Little Rock, Batesville, Little Rock on up to Poplar Bluff, Missouri, in good shape there. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas look good. State of Missouri, I-49, I-29, I-70, 44, 55 going into St. Louis. No problems there. Interstate 64, East St. Louis, Illinois, east to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-57 going up south central Illinois to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-24 at Cairo, no problems there. No watches or warnings for Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, or most of the southeast. Everything's in good shape there. The 7-day forecast, we're high today of 85, 87 on Thursday, 89 on Friday, 91 on Saturday, and 92 on Sunday with no rain in sight. Everything good in Arkansas. A little bit of slow traffic on the West Memphis side of I-55 around Memphis. Other than that, traffic is going well. If you're in Arkansas visiting down here, need to go to Springfield, Missouri. Watch out for Highway 201 in Arkansas. It turns into Highway J in Missouri. They're working on the Lick Creek Bridge. Use Highway 5 North to go into Missouri if you're going to Springfield, or Highway 101 if you're going to the West Plains area or back up into St. Louis.
Unless you're trying to escape on your motorcycle.
Unless you're trying to
Then
escape
we
on a
want
motorcycle, you better
go,
learn how
go
to
right
jump.
up 201.
Yeah, it's the best way out.
Best
here.
way out
Jump
of
the
town.
bridge, you
That
got to
is
do
the-
10 to 12.
The
for doing
fastest
run.
way out of town is to take 201.
Oh, your pollen count for today, 8.8 today, 8.7 tomorrow. Ragweed, nettle, and chennapods are the culprits. And that good old coronavirus, we have dropped under 6.
Color's a little bit there, yeah. Color's a little better.
Well, about 10 days ago, we were at 7,009 on active cases. Now
Yeah.
we're at 5,898, so we've dropped significantly there with 46,970 recoveries. The 6-county area report of Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard, and Fulton, we have 365 positive with 288 recovered. That is a 79% recovery rate with only 76 out of 6 counties being active right now. Negative testing totals 9,081. Your positive to population is 0.003%, 79% recovery rate in the 6-county area. Your active to positive is only 20%. So we got some good numbers
Click on the active map, would you?
in the 6-county area.
That one's the overall. It counts all the stuff. That's active right now. So that kind of gives
So
you
see,
an idea
still
of the flow
northwest
currently.
Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, and central Arkansas. But yet we've dropped
Well,
on the
it's your
active
population
cases to
size,
5,898, so we're down under 5,900. We were at 7,009 in late July, so it has dropped. And so, anyway, we need to take, I'm going to take an early break here. I want you to go ahead and read Jonelle's bio real quick. We'll get the bio so we know, and then we want to welcome, I'm thrilled to have her on the show. So, our guest, Jonelle Fulmer.
See, probably should have put that on Facebook and advertised this
I did.
because people don't know who she is.
I did.
But they're going to know after this. Where am I at? Over here. Jonelle Fulmer was born in Little Rock. She grew up in a family of 5 children and 2 very hardworking Democrat parents. In 1980, she broke the family tradition when she cast her first vote for Ronald Reagan for president.
Same year I did.
And she never looked back. A
haven't
similar
either.
year we all did that. Everybody voted for Reagan in 80. That was,
We stayed there.
It was a calendar thing. Jonelle.
Keep going.
Okay, keep going. Okay, yeah.
Take 2.
Jonelle graduated from Central High School and then attended the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, where she studied interpreting for the deaf. She married Dane Fulmer in 1980. That was a big year for you. They have 2 handsome, brilliant sons, Thomas, who's an Air Force veteran, and Lucas, who's an Army veteran, 2 lovely daughters-in-law, and 3 amazing grandsons, William, Henry, and James. After moving to Fort Smith in 1991, Jonelle became interested in politics when her Sunday school teacher, a man named Asa Hutchinson, you may have heard that name before,
Really?
mentioned that he had previously run for office. Her words to him were, "Let me know if you ever decide to run again. I'd love to volunteer for you." And the rest, as they say, is history. Besides working on local, state, and federal campaigns, Jonelle has helped develop and direct 2 political action committees, has owned and managed JDS Political Management Company, and has enjoyed participating in both the Republican Women and the party itself. She has served 3 terms as president of the Sebastian County Republican Women, and has served as first vice president of the Arkansas Federation of Republican Women, and currently serves on the board of directors for the National Federation of Republican Women. because she's nothing else to do. She served 5 terms as secretary for the Sebastian County Republican Committee. She is honored and grateful to have been elected a National Committee Woman for Arkansas in 2012, and she is now serving her 3rd term as the State National Committee Woman. That's a big deal. When asked how she got her to start in politics, she will tell you, I once volunteered. And that's all it takes. You volunteer, and you go from there.
After the break, Jonelle Fulmer will be on with Bob and Benny, and so stick around. Be right back.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
7:21. I'm not only thrilled but honored to have this next guest, Jonelle Fulmer, here, and she's going to be our next Republican chairman for the state of Arkansas. We just got to get the votes. Benny and Bob are social distancing over here to our left. Welcome, gentlemen. Good to have you all here. Jonelle, welcome. Quite an honor for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me up. I appreciate your inviting me.
I'm thrilled. So, state chair. Big job, but you can do it, you know. In the bio, it's so interesting. You jumped ship from the Democrats like I did in 1980, celebrating 40 years. Straight ticket.
Clean. Clean.
You notice my red shirt today?
It looks good.
Republican red, Arkansas is red, thanks to people like Benny and Bob and Jonelle. So, well, I'm sure Bob and Benny have got some questions real quick. You guys want to start? And
I'd like to say something. I am Benny Speaks, and Dale, thank you so much, and I thank this station for all the things that you do to make our what Mountain Home has to offer and here in this area. Thank you very much.
You bet.
I am honored to be here today with my good friend Jonelle Fulmer. That I've served with Jonelle for many, many years on the executive board for the Republican Party of Arkansas, and I've seen what Jonelle does. She's been in Baxter County many times, and it's my honor to support her as the next chairman of the Republican Party of Arkansas.
Yep.
You know, as we know, Bob, you know as well, very well, that in the last 10 years, the Republican Party of Arkansas has made great strides. But we cannot just sit on what we have done in the last 10 years. We need leadership that will take us on in to the future so that we don't regress, and Jonelle Fulmer is that person that can take us there. She has wonderful ideas. She has work ethics that's just nonstop. She's kind of like that ever-ready battery that just won't stop.
Yeah.
And I am honored to have her here in Mountain Home today, and I'm honored that she is running for as chairman of the Republican Party of Arkansas. And it's just, she's the right fit for the right job.
And that has to do with the work that you've done for the party. You've been involved with the party, like we say, since '80, and just kind of went from there, starting with ASA and joining to, just saying, oh yeah, I can volunteer, and go from there. Yeah. You're currently the committee woman for the state of Arkansas. So you're a voting delegate for the upcoming convention.
That is correct.
Maybe you could explain to folks, I know it's kind of a work in progress and it's changed several times over the little bit. We're seeing the fiasco that's going on in Milwaukee and wherever else they are right now. But maybe you can explain to people how it's going to work for the Republican convention next week.
So as I'm sure you've all heard, it has been reduced to what we're calling a mini convention. We have 6 delegates from each state that will attend, including the delegate chairman, the 2 members of the credentials committee, because we do have to we do have to credential everybody. And then the 3 national committee members, which each state and territory has 3, including their state chairman and their national committee man, their national committee woman. So the 6 of us will be in Charlotte starting on Friday. We all have passed our COVID test, which is important. We will convene for RNC meetings, and the credentials committee will meet. Everybody will be credentialed. We will carry proxies for everybody else in the state, and each delegation for their state or territory. And we will convene on Monday morning and do the business of the convention, including nominating our president and our vice president for re-election. So we are super excited about that.
Yeah.
Great. It's going to be a thrill.
It will be. And then we should have a week, like the Democrats are doing now, we should have our week of convention activity, which of course also will be virtual. And our president plans to be very involved, and we look forward to his acceptance speech on Thursday evening.
I'm shocked that he would be involved in all of this. He's so out of character for him to be.
He's very shy and unassuming.
I think if you walk with Jonelle, well, you're going to do a lot of steps. She's a very involved lady.
Watch her on Facebook. She'll be in Marion County for a dinner on a Saturday night, and Monday she's in Craighead County or down south, I mean, all over the state.
I love it. I love it. It has been a real wonderful opportunity. I've served as committee woman for 8 years, and it has just been amazing getting to travel the state and meet people all over in counties from north to south and east to west.
Yeah.
And I have so many great relationships around the state because of that. I actually started about a year or 2 earlier campaigning to run for committee woman, and I just have met the most wonderful people. Our party is made up of incredible, amazing, conservative patriots, and it's an honor to serve them.
With your position in the women's groups, I mean, we won't admit it, but we know the women run everything. We know that things don't get done without the women.
If you want to get something done.
If you want to get something done, it is the women's groups that do
women.
it. That's why the women's club is much bigger and more powerful, as it were, than the men's clubs are, just the way it is. And because we see it in Marion County. We see it, the girls are the ones that get everything done. And that puts you in a good spot.
It's true. Our ladies are amazing. They are strong, powerful Republican women, and I'm so proud to serve with them. They are hardworking, and they never stop.
That's right.
You're right.
My famous question, everybody gets this question. Here it comes. You got a genie in a bottle, you get 3 wishes, and it's for the state of Arkansas, and you're the Republican chair for the state. What would your wishes be?
So actually, I feel like mine are more hopes than wishes. I'm a hoper. But first of all, I would like to know that nationally we are protecting, statewide and nationally, we're protecting our Constitution, and that statewide we continue to be a state that recognizes and supports individual rights and freedoms that our Constitution guarantees as given to us by our God. And secondly, I hope that we will continue to add and more and better jobs for our kids and our grandkids so that they can stay here in Arkansas and raise their families. They don't have to look out of state to make a good living. And thirdly, I would say I just hope that we leave our state better than we found it for our kids.
Amen to them.
Amen.
There you go. 3
Very
good
good.
wishes right there. Can't beat that. Wow.
Very good.
I'm impressed. We got a break coming up. And Scooter, I've got a video queued on Facebook. I'll let you pull that up real quick. And we're going to go to the break after this. This is in Baltimore, Maryland. And I've got my cell phone ready to go here so we can monitor the audio so we don't have to mess with it on the line.
Zoom into it? Or can you expand it, make it full screen?
Let's see. I think it is. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is a young African-American girl running as a Republican in Baltimore, and she explains the whole scenario. Pay close attention. You're going to get a little echo here because I'm going to turn my volume up here on this phone so we can hear.
I can do it here.
Oh, you got it here? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
Do you care about Black lives? The people that run Baltimore don't. I can prove it. Walk with me. They don't want you to see this. I'm Kim Klasick. This is Baltimore, the real Baltimore. This is the reality for Black people every single day. Crumbling infrastructure, abandoned homes, poverty, and crime. Baltimore has been run by the Democrat Party for 53 years. What is the result of their decades of leadership? Baltimore is one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in America. The murder rate in Baltimore is 10 times the U.S. average. The Baltimore poverty rate is over 20%. Homicide, drug, and alcohol deaths are skyrocketing in our city. Do you believe Black Lives Matter? I do. The vast majority of crime in Baltimore is perpetrated against Black people, who make up 60% of the population. So why don't we care about our communities? The Democrat Party have betrayed the Black people of Baltimore. If the politicians walk the streets like I do, they would see exactly how their policies and corruption affects us. If they don't want to see it, they don't want you to see this. Go to any Baltimore neighborhood and ask this question. Do you want to defund the police?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I had 3 sons killed in Baltimore City. And I think if we defund the police office, it's going to be worse than that. So no, I'm opposed to that.
What are you going to defund the police for? Why? How do you defend your city, your community? Families are losing people.
It's not just Baltimore. The worst place for a Black person to live in America is a Democrat-controlled city. It's 2020. Name a blue city where Black people's lives have gotten better. Try. I'll wait. Look at this. How are children supposed to live here and play here? Democrats think Black people are stupid. They think they can control us forever. That we won't demand better and that we'll keep voting for them forever, despite what they've done to our families and our communities. Are they right? I'm Kim Klasick, and I'm running for Congress because I actually care about Black lives. All Black lives matter. Our communities matter. Baltimore matters. And Black people don't have to vote Democrat.
Quick break. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, We hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you, your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Connor.
$7:35, and we're back with Jonelle Fulmer, Benny Speaks, and Bob Zadora. What'd you think of that ad? Wasn't that something?
That woman is amazing. I wish I could vote for her.
I mean,
and there's a large section of the population. There's a quiet vote out there that's going to come out for Trump, I think, and try to realize that the Democrats just haven't helped them the way they said they were going to. So
Ever.
Right?
Ever. They continue to subjugate our minority population. And one of the things I hope to do as chairman is really reach across ethnic divides and educate our electorate. We have a large demographic of Hispanics, blacks in Arkansas, and we need to be educating them that we're the party that aligns with their philosophies,
Exactly.
their philosophic views, and their policy. Our policies are the policies that can lift them and support them. And we have the policies that they agree with, if we just could get them to realize it. But they should be voting with us.
And then educating, and Benny and I have talked about this. We've got to go after right now the 18 to 35-year-old vote.
Yes.
That's an imperative voting group right
Yes,
now,
it
18
is.
to 35. Most of them tend to be liberal, but they don't know what that means to be conservative or liberal. They say they're going to do this. They're going to, and a lot of them, I get up on what Carmela said, if I'm elected, I'm coming after your guns. Well, step one, she really can't do that because it's guaranteed in the Constitution that we have the right to keep and bear arms.
She'll sure try.
But
I was going to say, you'll see some changes in that Supreme Court, and that's where it's going. Trump's biggest accomplishment, aside of all the things he's done, these federal court appointees that are young in the Supreme Court have just been filling all these judicial spots. That's been
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Jonelle, your thoughts on that one on Supreme Court? Big issue?
Oh, it is. It's a huge issue, which I think is part of the reason so many people crossed lines and voted for him the last time. And I think that will happen again this time. And not only Supreme Court, but he has appointed hundreds of federal judges that have made huge differences as well in decisions that have come down. So it's very, very important that he be reelected.
I'm 62 years old, and in my lifetime, the two biggest things that have affected the lifestyle in my generation was when the Supreme Court allowed abortion, 73, 74, what year, 73? And then we go back to taking prayer out of public schools in 1963, 64, something like that, Madam Mary O'Hara. One person on getting the prayer out, and one person in Missouri that took it all the way to Supreme Court, and they went with them. Look at how that's affected our lives. How many children have been lost due to abortion?
Yes. Yes, and that just is further proof. You hear this all the time, but your voice matters. And if one person can accomplish that, imagine what we can all do if we are united and if we are working together for a cause instead of being divided, and all of the infighting and a lot of times the Republican Party finds it very difficult to come back together after primaries, and we really have got to get past that. We have got to be a united body because we can affect change if we are strong and solid and working together.
Wow.
And when you put our platform of the national party and the states, obviously, as well, against to compare that against anybody else's platform, no matter what other party it may be, there is no comparison.
There is no comparison.
I think that we're on the conservative path is the better of the two as far as economics and job creation.
Certainly.
And the morality of the country,
Yes.
and to be able to look for the common good, not just for these few select little wacko groups that are out there. And that's what we need to do.
Another thing I'm thinking about is religion. I believe in Jesus Christ. I keep a Bible right here. but I'm sure over 2, 3, 4, 5, well, we've got 6 people in here today. I'm sure we've got 6 different ways we could possibly worship here, but we're not shooting at each other or driving airplanes into our buildings or demanding you got to quit eating pork and all this stuff. You know, we have the freedom of religion here to practice this, and I think that's even in jeopardy.
I think you're right, and that's why another reason it is so important that President Trump be reelected. He and Vice President Pence, as y'all know, have actually made it okay to say God in public again. They've brought God back to the public square, and we cannot lose that. If they are not reelected, immediately we become the targets again. We become
socialistic.
Our country becomes socialist. We've got to stay the course. We've got to get them reelected. And I, for one, am proud of my Christian heritage, and I think our country was founded on Christian principles, and I think we have to continue strengthening and supporting those Christian principles to keep us moving forward.
And those Christian principles, they don't exclude anybody else.
No, they do
as
not.
Opposed to the mindset of others that, no, that you can't have that. There's nobody of the forefathers that says, well, we're not going to allow any of this or any of that.
Exactly.
You know, especially under religious then. You know, it was to keep you free from the Church of England type scenario.
Amen.
That they had just all left. It wasn't to say that there's going to be a state religion. It was to prevent that from happening.
Exactly.
I think Vice President Pence, he worships as a Catholic. Is he Catholic faith, I believe?
I don't honestly know
I
that.
think he was in D.C. with us back when I was.
He may have gone to a Catholic event.
I don't think he's Catholic.
I don't think he's Catholic.
He's a very fine Christian man. I do not believe he is a Catholic by
Not
faith,
sure.
but I could be wrong.
But I tell you what, you know, how would you like to be in Mike Pence's shoes, though? To take, you know, because what Trump doesn't get, Pence gets. I mean, you know, he's taken a lot of stuff.
Well, it's the importance of a vice president.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really important of the vice presidents and the Democrats, as you can see in their convention. I mean, she's the next president. There's no way that Joe's going to go for a year.
No.
It just isn't going to happen. And
So we gotta think
So you
this
have to
through.
think about that as you're going in to vote. Yeah, it's good old Joe. Oh, well, he just makes mistakes and that. This is serious business. This is affecting your future, the
So let's
future
say
of the
that
country.
he steps down by April 1st of 21. That puts Carmela in.
Yeah.
That means that the VP can be appointed by
Correct.
her, but approved by the House and Senate. Is that correct? I think it has to be a Senate.
Y'all,
I think
forgive
it's
me.
I don't know.
Don't know.
But whoever it is, you know, she's not going to pick a Trump-esque type person to be.
Nancy
a vice
Pelosi
president.
could be the VP.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, out here in the world, the selling thing is here today that Biden and his running mate, they've got the answers for America. I mean, we know what America needs. We know how to do that. He's been up there 40 years.
Yeah, why did he do it back in 1980?
Exactly.
Trump's only been in office 4 years,
That's right.
and he's created all the problems we've got. And you know, but Trump, in America, we must elect Donald Trump as for another term in office, and hopefully at the end of that next 4 years, that this country, our country, will wake up and settle down more away from this socialist agenda that we're trying to take America to. Never in my lifetime would I ever think that there was a large enough group wanting America to be a socialist country.
Have they been to
And
Venezuela?
have the influence that they have today. Never would I ever dream that.
I mean, just what the ad we just ran in Baltimore. Is that what we want every city in this country to be
You
like?
have that in every city.
We got the
You have it in
groups
the
of
big
every-
cities, and that was one of the points that she made.
Yeah.
And it's, the national is as important as the national elections are. We also have local elections this time, and the party is getting behind candidates to try to help get them elected. All elections are local.
That's
you know.
correct.
So when you're voting for your state senator, your state representative,
Exactly.
we don't have any constitutional offices up this time. We'll have them up 2 years from now. And that'll be a lot of fun when you're elected to be running the party. God bless you. You'll need it. And the importance of working your way down the ballot and voting for the different things that are on there, constitutional changes and things like that. It's not just don't hit the presidential button and walk away. There's a Senate race on there. He's unopposed, but there's still a Senate race on there. And take so that you know what's going on within the state. Know what things that are going to affect you. Take a look at those initiatives and see where we're. We had Doyle on last week and talking about some of these things that are going on.
Read through the ballot initiatives.
They're scary.
They're scary.
And know before you get in, what it is you're going to see when you get in there instead of going, I don't know, and walk away, because it's very important to do.
It is very important. The ballot initiatives that, as you know, we have developed a committee called Arkansans for Transparency, and that's probably what Doyle talked to you about last week. And we're focusing on 2 of those ballot initiatives that have been brought to us by a billionaire couple from Texas.
Yeah, exactly what he said.
Who decided Arkansas should be their laboratory and we're their lab rats. And so they want to change the way we hold elections in Arkansas and the way we redistrict. And it's a very scary thing if we cannot get those thrown off the ballot, which we are still hopeful about.
So going through the AG's office?
It's been through the AG's office. It is at the Supreme Court right now.
Oh, wow.
So we are very hopeful that we will get those left off the ballot. Well, they may be on the ballot, but they won't count. But if not, we've got to get our electorate educated about those initiatives, because it's very bad for Arkansas. It's bad for anywhere in the United States. We do not need these leftists coming in and tearing up our elections and telling us how to.
The BLM, the Antifa, and all the other radical groups, you won't see a Trump sticker on their bumper.
I think you're pretty right about that.
We need to take a break real quick. I will throw this picture up. This is Gary Tobar. He was here about a month ago. He's running for seat 55 in East Arkansas, Mississippi County. Fine, outstanding gentleman, and we need any support we can throw to Gary Tobar in East Arkansas. I know that there's a few watching over there on Facebook and stuff, but outstanding gentleman right here, Gary Tobar, and he's got my full support. Wish I could vote for him. When he was here, I said, Gary, I'm going to make this about race. Really? I'm going to race you to the polls to vote for Gary Tobar. Anyway, got to take a break. Be right back.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pick-up orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
And we're back, and once again, I'm thrilled and honored to have Jonelle Fulmer here along with Benny and Bob. One thing, you as the chairperson of the state of Arkansas, you know, they're always talking about how the Republicans don't respect women's rights. I would be so honored to have you as the state chairman.
Thank you.
And I think having a woman in there would be fine. I think, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... But they say, well, you don't recognize women's rights, you know, blah, blah, blah. We're suppressing women. No, we're not.
We actually have an awful lot of elected women Republicans,
Yeah, look over here on my
statewide
map.
and nationwide, and as well as I would not be the first Republican woman to chair the Arkansas
committee.
GOP. There have been two before me, so
Good.
I think we've done a pretty good job of promoting our women.
And then look at our Attorney General, the first Republican female in Arkansas. We've got an outstanding AG, you know. We got some great leadership with Republican women of Arkansas, in my
We
opinion.
do. We have
Yeah.
an auditor who's a woman.
Andrea.
We sure do.
It was so funny when I was invited to the swearing-in ceremonies when John Dan Kemp and Sean Womack were sworn in on Supreme Court. And somehow Sean got me seat number 2, second row, and I'm behind Johnny Key and Mark Martin, Secretary of State and Commissioner of Education. And I get this text. I can see the back of your head from Andrea Lee. And I said, I'm surprised you didn't throw something at me. But
we're glad you came in, John, because he got a haircut just for you.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Just for you. He got a haircut.
He was getting pretty woolly. He was,
COVID hair?
well, actually, we had Doyle Webb on. We had to wear headphones. It was very humid that day, and I looked like Clem Diddlehopper. You know, I mean, it was just headphones and humidity and long hair don't mix. So,
Well, Dale, there is no question. The Republican Party's platform, these things we believe, these things we want to achieve,
yes, sir.
is absolutely in tune with the population of Arkansas. And hopefully that will be out on our nation. But, you know, we in Arkansas, I remember Win Rockefeller real well, worked with him, as did Jonelle. Win loved to come north, northern Arkansas in the hills. He said, boy, when you come into those hills up there, he said, they are people that are grassroots, solid American people.
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed that and remembered that, because the values of the population of Arkansas, the Bob Zadors, John and Jane Doe working out here, their values, the Republican Party recognizes and represents those values far, far greater than the other Democrat side does.
Well, I'm sure Jonelle would agree that as chairman, you'd work to make sure everybody has the same opportunities in Arkansas, regardless of skin color. It's like I was telling Gary Tobar. You know, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in Mississippi County, I feel, should have the same opportunities as 3rd, 4th, 5th graders in Baxter County, Marion County, Washington County. You know, and I think you'd work to achieve that type of goals, that everybody in Arkansas has equal opportunities, regardless of race, religion, color, whatever it may be.
Well, and as you know, the purpose of having our political party committees is to elect candidates. And so what we've got to do is elect candidates who are going to legislate that way. Yeah. We've got to assure people equal opportunities. We can't guarantee them equal results, but we can give them equal opportunities. And you're right, that is so important. We have got to do that.
Exactly right.
And it's a matter of developing candidates. It's not just getting them to the ballot and get them across the finish line. We need to get that pool of people that want to participate, that want to volunteer.
Absolutely.
That want to do, that see being able to do something for the common good.
Yes.
And the benefit of that. And what can I do to help my fellow man?
Yes. Yes.
And that's really the deal.
We have to remember that, like you said, we've got to raise up candidates, and we've got to encourage them. We've got to support them. We also have to teach people that individual responsibility is is their duty.
That's a big one.
That's part of the Republican platform, that individual responsibility, and we've got to teach our children, we've got to teach our leaders, but yes, we have got to raise up leaders and people who want to serve, not people who want to dictate, not people who want to
They want to be served. They have a
thank you.
title.
Yes, people who just want the title and who think that we serve them. We have a constitution that says they serve us.
Yeah.
And that's what we've got to remind our elected officials and the people. We've got to train them that way as they're coming up.
Well, it's a good point.
And it starts at the local level. It starts with
Absolutely.
your JPs and the
Absolutely.
judge and the clerk and all the people that are in your county
Yes, our
and in your
school
city,
boards.
those that are,
Yes.
that's so important because that's how it starts and you come up from there.
That's right. We've got people on school boards. We've got people on city councils and quorum courts, just like you said. And these people have started. They're close to the people, and we love our government closer to the people, right? So we've got to take these people who have actually touched us recently. They know what we need in our communities, and they know still have a heart for service. And get them elected to higher office, and we've got to keep them accountable.
Yeah.
That's very important.
And I think that we see that. We see with Nelda, we see with Scott Flippo and the other representatives. You can touch them. They
Yes.
come to events. They show up. They
Yes.
can be, if you have an issue, you can go see them and say, hey.
They do.
And they'll either explain it to you, they'll get an answer, whatever it may be. I'm from Chicago. My congressman knows my name.
Yes.
You know, my senator, one of my senators, calls me Bob.
Yes.
That's a pretty cool thing.
It is.
In Illinois, my alderman didn't know who I was, let alone who anybody was in the. Well, really, and because of the volume, but they didn't care. Did you got money for me? Okay, come in. You don't? Yeah. Okay, stop by and see somebody.
That's
three
right.
rows down over there. And
That's right.
in Arkansas, we're so blessed to have that, to be able to see our people up close and personal, and they come out for you, and that's a big deal.
I think we are so blessed in Arkansas to have local officials, our state officials, and our congressmen and our senators who actually do know you and are interested in you and care about you and will return your phone calls. We are so blessed here, and I can't imagine another state in the United States that has that the way we do. It's just such a special thing.
Yeah. When Tim Griffin gives you his number and says, call me or text
Yes.
me, that's his number.
Yes,
Now, he may have another phone,
That's
but
his
he
cell
answers
phone,
that
yeah.
phone and he
Yes,
texts
it
us.
is.
Yeah, and
he texts
he
you
will
right
call you
back.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Very personal. Yeah.
Oh,
And then
that's the service
for
that
folks
we
that don't
have
know,
here.
our lieutenant governor is also a colonel in the Army Reserves.
Yeah.
He's a commander of the base in North Carolina. That's leadership. 25 years service
Wow.
in the Army Reserve. We've got 2 minutes. Final thoughts.
Gosh, I just would love to see our Arkansas Republicans grown, stronger. Doyle, as Benny said, Doyle has done such an amazing job over the last 12 years. Our state is red. We need to keep it that way. We need to strengthen our party. We need to grow our party. And I think we can do that. We've all got to work together. We've all got ideas. I'm thrilled to hear them. Please let me know if you have suggestions. If you have a concern, let me know. I am happy to answer it. And I'm just looking forward to serving. If I get elected, the state committee will hold our elections in December, and I'm very hopeful that I will be the next state party chair. And if so, I am here to serve. I want to work with you. I want to do everything I can to keep our party moving forward and keep electing Republicans.
Sir, that's a job.
Let's do it.
One other thing, we need to welcome Marcella. We've got another person. You want to come over here and say hi? Come over and say hi, Marcella.
She does not want to.
About
She
30
is
seconds. Come on, Marcella.
my beautiful friend Marcella, who is a naturalized citizen. She came from socialist Romania many years ago. And
driver, so
she very
Here,
kindly
Marcella.
drove me today. the wee hours of the morning drove me to Mountain Home to
There
do
you
the
go.
show.
Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Dale,
It's been
for
a
having
thrill
us.
and an honor to have
Thank
you all here.
You got to have a guy. You know, you got to have a guy that you can rely on. She's your guy.
She's the guy.
There you go.
See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.